Well, hello, anybody that might be around? I don't know. It's 9:30 on Christmas Eve. Oh, hey, Nikki. I'm hoping most people have better things to do, but I posted a video a little bit ago. It's from a live video that Stephanie, and there's Stephanie right there, called to my attention. And it's a guy that I was not aware of by the name of, do I remember it right? Calls himself Davy Boy, I believe. Apparently first,
David, New York City.
okay. And he was walking the streets of New York today. People were watching him live. And he got into a bit of a confrontation with somebody. Let me go ahead and play it from the edited part that I put up, by the way. If you go to my video, I have the link to the full video in there. If you're not already subscribed to this guy, you can find his video there. And if you want to move forward to where the confrontation starts, I believe it's about the 1 hour, 2 minute mark. Let me. Now this is.
Merry Christmas, Stephanie.
Let's see. Boom. I'll play this. I turned the volume down. We can talk about it while it's playing. You'll see, this is just before he encounters the guy. Stephanie says she tried calling the NYPD, got no response. I think I saw a comment somebody put on the video that he was taken to the 28th precinct. This is the guy, by the way, that knows he doesn't seem to like having his picture taken.
So,
Yeah, there's,
yeah, you're standing around me.
Hello,
moving,
enchantment.
Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Oh, don't keep it moving. Stay here. Yeah, I'm a freaky boy. I'm a freaky boy. Keep your distance. Keep your distance, homie. Keep your distance. Keep your distance. Keep your distance. Keep your distance. You're not gonna do nothing. Keep your distance. Keep your distance. You came up to me. I'll break your jaw, homie. I'll break your fucking jaw. I'll break your jaw, homie. I'll break your jaw. All that talk for nothing.
Notice the guy goes to his pocket.
Homie, you keep walking up to me, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. I'm gonna slap the shit out of you, homie.
And there's one pepper spray.
I was just gonna say, yep,
Two.
there he goes again.
3. Hi, Dale.
Hey,
Hi,
Dale.
Jessica.
Nah, you sprayed me in my face.
Jessica. And yeah, by the way, everybody, Merry Christmas. Now, of course, Davey was talking a little shit, but it was more like, stay away from me. Look, and the guy comes back out again, totally uncalled for. Look how he pursues him. This is not in any way using pepper spray as defense. This was an attack. Like I said, the link to the full video is in the description of my video.
He sprayed me in my face. Everything on camera. Yeah.
If you want
everything is on camera.
to,
He sprayed me in my face.
if you want to share
He
my
sprayed me in my
edited
face. Everything is on camera.
video, feel free, or go
Yeah.
and like and share the original video. Get the word out there. This is ridiculous.
You can't do that.
This is I skipped towards the end of
I
it now.
can't just keep doing the video.
He has already shown the video to police.
So this is the protocol. Like somebody gets pepper sprayed. They tell you they got pepper sprayed. They tell you they was telling the person to keep their distance. You see on the video the person walking back. So I'm not a threat, and I get pepper sprayed walking back from an individual, and you guys need a supervisor in order to.
It's very simple. The protocol is we conduct investigation.
Right.
You're not helping too much.
And at this
I
point,
tagged.
EMS is not here. They have not given him anything to wash his face with to get the mace off.
I tagged Tab on my video, by the way. If he goes on YouTube, it should alert him.
Your name's Luke? Luke A? People are going to know you for this behavior, bro. Luke behave like this. '28th Precinct, December 22nd. Also served field training. 25th Precinct services. Started December 2021. Made $89,000 last year. Come on, sir. Be a better officer. You guys just had a guy get it. He had to resign for sexual misconduct. You guys got to do a better job. You're looking bad out here. I do the right thing. I retreat, and then you guys. Yeah, sir.
Tell me what happened when you put the camera down.
Sir, this is why I like the whole Daniel Penny
Look,
thing. Was
Harry.
when you get attacked in New York, cops are supposed to be there to protect you. I got attacked. Not only am I telling you I got attacked, but I showed you a video of me trying to keep my distance from a guy, and a guy going in his pocket and me camming down. What are you reaching for in your pocket? So what more am I supposed to do as a civilian in society to avoid a situation? I got a camera. Sir, what are you doing? I don't know you. Why are you talking to me? Keep your distance. You and Striker, just keep your distance. The dude, I'm retreating. I showed you a video and he pepper sprays me. What more do you need? This is why what is his name? Luigi, he was in Pennsylvania. You guys were still looking for him in the bus stations. Like, come on. Say everything's on camera. I showed you.
Except for that one crucial moment that I was asking about. You still can't
Listen, I'm pressing charges regardless. You're not talking me out of it.
I'm not talking you out of anything. I'm asking you a very simple question.
I got assaulted, sir. I just showed you the camera footage. And you guys have cameras up there.
You said the same thing. You got assaulted too.
Oh, okay. Dude, you're like a NPC. You keep saying the same thing.
I believe he said he got assaulted too, right?
I was recording the police on
That's
their
what I
phone.
thought, yeah.
A guy came behind me.
And there was at
I
no
recorded him
time did
standing
he
behind me
hit him
for
or
good
anything.
reason. He had a weapon in
He
his
did
pocket.
spray him with pepper
Yes.
spray, but it was in self-defense.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. I didn't see that.
He keeps saying that. I don't know why he just keeps saying the same thing. What's his name and his badge number, guy? This guy's bugging out. 3511 Raham. If he got maced, why did he get maced? I'm under arrest?
Yeah.
All right.
And that's the way it is.
And they arrest the victim. Merry Christmas from the NYPD.
As far as this situation goes, you know, David was in full self-defense from the video. And of course, cameras are not subjective. They just view whatever they're pointed at. Now, why an officer can look at that and arrest the victim of an assault is a great question.
I know. It's, I mean, so you say he sprayed the guy too, but I mean, it's hello, Jessica. It's so obvious. The other guy was the aggressor. I mean, to me, the key wasn't just, I mean, it was bad enough when they were like exchanging words and stuff, and the guy decided to get his spray out. You know, the guy, when he went to court, at that point, could try to say, I felt threatened. He'd be in the wrong because he didn't try to back off or anything, but he could try it at that point. You know what I mean? But he went into that store and then came back out and pursued him. To me, from there on, there's no doubt about who's wrong.
Now, the only other thing that I can think of is like 2 minutes before this section that you showed, he had said that it's against the law to not ID or, something like that, in New York.
Yes.
I don't know if there had been a previous encounter or something, but so I'm wondering because all he did ID, he gave his name, but he did not know his birth date, but he did have his address. I wish we knew what the charges were, whether it was for not IDing, whether it was for assault, whether it was for, self-defense.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, at this time, with the police department not answering their phones, we have no idea.
Stephanie says apparently David is already in a suit with NYPD in the city.
Well, and that could be another issue right there. I mean, I'm sorry on this one. We don't have the charges, and I don't care what kind of charges they come up with. I think it's all, retaliation for the suits.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Of course, they would never admit that.
Well, no.
Yes, it will be interesting to see what they decide to charge him with. I mean, I wonder
Since you
if
have this as an open panel thing, did you want to, or since you said discussion, do you want to have it as an open panel?
yeah, we can go ahead and see if anybody wants to come up and has any thoughts on it. And this will be all we're talking about, by the way. We'll just discuss this as long as anybody wants to talk about it. But Yeah, yeah, obviously we have very little information. All we have is the video, but when Stephanie called it to my attention, I wanted to try to spread the word a little more. And like I said, I encourage anybody else to share it around. It certainly looks wrong. Is it Smith? David, was it David Smith? No, so, oh, yep, that's the right one. This is the link to his video also. David Butler. Hello, Kiwi. But does anybody want to come up and say what they thought they saw in the video, or even if you think David might have contributed to the assault or been in the wrong? You know, that's okay to disagree. If you think Nikki has been talking to me with her mic muted, that's okay also.
Oh my Lord. What was the last thing I said?
It's been a while. I don't remember.
Okay. I did go and look up or try to look up the inmate locator, New York City inmate locator, and under his name, David Butler, there is no record found.
Well, I imagine, well, I don't know how, well, I guess this would say, this went up 4 hours ago. So he's probably just like in a holding cell right now. He wouldn't have been if they're going to, send him to the overnight place or whatever.
Right.
Um,
Let's see. 678. Yes, Stephanie, that is one number that I have, and that's the main number that's listed. Let me see if I can find anything else.
Now, one thing, of course, it wasn't shown on there, and I kind of assumed, I would hope, the other guy was arrested also.
Yeah.
I mean, if they arrested them both as like a mutual thing, that could even be that'd be like a CYA thing for the NYPD. But if they would just arrest David, that'd be totally wrong.
Stephanie, I have the main precinct number. I have community affairs, crime prevention, domestic violence officer, youth coordination officer, auxiliary coordinator, detective squad, and specialized units or neighborhood coordination officers.
And yeah, Enchantment, you have every right to see the video differently than we're seeing it. Take that out. I don't want him to look like I'm trying to call him out there by leaving that up there.
That's because I was muted because I was doing the research. Kiwi, I really don't think he said too much. He told the officers, this is what happened. I want to press charges. He showed them the video, and the one officer was really focused on when the phone swung down. He's like, why did the phone swing down?
I'm going to just go ahead and let that keep playing in the background with no audio. So if anybody comes in, they'll get some idea what we're talking about.
Yeah. Dale, no, I think I have to agree with you. It's an unfair arrest. I do believe that I can't really definitely say it was bad actors. I can say that this gentleman or assaultee or no, assaultor appeared in his video several times before this encounter. And his chat was telling him, hey, guy in the beanie. Nerdy.
Yeah, the guy, he definitely, I mean, just the way he's standing now, you could, yeah, that's when he does it. You could tell he already had his hand there ready for the spray.
Mm-hmm. And
again, David was backing away, so it's hard to call him the aggressor.
And that right there is what the officer's focused on, is when his phone swings down. Why did the phone swing down? Did you get your mace out of your pocket?
See, look, the guy comes back ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
So it wouldn't have mattered if he did get his mace out of his pocket then, because obviously he was right to think he was going to have to defend himself. And look at this, he is not engaging.
And the officers are right there. The guy's there running his
Yeah,
damn mouth. And
I
they're
was
not
just,
focused on him. They're focused on the guy with the camera.
yep. And you would think one of them would be saying to that other guy, yeah, please come stand over here, please. You know, they'd be separating them and stuff.
So, I mean, it definitely looks like a bad arrest. And EMS or ambulance never showed up before they arrested him.
Which, by the way, on that, now people will think that the only thing you'd need EMS for is to like wash his eyes or whatever. But you know, if you have certain lung problems, that stuff can hurt you. You know,
Hmm.
if you're susceptible, and it's the kind of thing that might not hit you till, you know, a little while later, and all of a sudden you're gasping for breath.
And if you watch, and people can say whatever they want to say, as all of these officers are showing up surrounding David, they're putting their gloves on.
Mm.
If they weren't going to arrest him, they wouldn't have put their gloves on.
Yeah. And yeah, I never saw him touch him either. Now, Nikki said he did spray the other guy once in defense. See, I did this edit real quick. You know, I downloaded the video and sort of went forward to where it started, and then you know wanted to get to the arrest. So I didn't really watch it the whole way through. I mean, the whole thing's a 2-hour video. I've actually never heard of the guy before. I saw, you know, in chat a lot of names I recognized watching him.
And I'm sorry, but that ponytail princess right there, she's just like got the evil eye and trying to take charge, and it's like, just go away.
See, now one thing I wish when they arrested him was he could have like put his phone in his pocket or something and kept it running to where you'd at least have the audio running when they took him.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing, and I realize I'm just being picky, but you know, you're in New York, it's crowded. That guy's spraying pepper spray. How many other people did the pepper spray,
Yeah.
or could the pepper spray uh affect? And actually, I'm gonna look something up. Is
Okay.
New York a stop and ID state? No, New York is not a stop and ID state. You can refuse to answer questions or identify yourself to the police. You can
Big
also
lot.
leave at any time.
Of course, I mean, for him to press charges, he'd have to give them his information.
Right.
Look how his hand's already in his pocket there.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Glock Loaded. Thank you for joining. Well, Mr. Carey, with it being not a stop and ID state, you can dodge around about your birth date. He really didn't even have to give his name. However, to press charges with him being the victim, yes, they did need his name. I, 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 I'll say that he did give his name. That's all they needed.
See, Stephanie said he and Tab have actually met in person.
See, right before he went in the door there, he wiped at his face, so he did get
Oh, okay.
sprayed. But to come back out after talking to the officer and act like this fucking asshole, whoops, sorry. Was totally uncalled for. You already brought it to the attention.
Yep. Oh, by the way, I meant to mention earlier, somebody made a good point about, the telephone lines and stuff. It is Christmas Eve. You figure they probably don't have a full crew on for that kind of stuff.
Bad words are fun. I understand that, guys, but I do try and I don't know,
Limit.
yes, limit when I'm, speaking to the world because the internet is forever, as I found out. And this right here is another thing that gets me is there's 5, 6 cops around David, but there's only 2 with the other guy.
Yeah. Well, because of course he's got that dangerous camera. And again, by the way, I hope everybody had an enjoyable Christmas Eve. If people do Christmas Eve dinners or whatever, I know a lot of people kind of don't do much of anything Christmas Eve, and it's all Christmas Day. But
Yeah, I've got the 2 pumpkin pies made and the apple pie made. That's good.
Pumpkin
And
pie.
he's making the deviled eggs right now.
If I left right now,
You would make it. Yes, Dale, I believe so. If he walked away, he would have still got arrested. I'm I'm not sure. I mean, probably yes. Nerdy, but
yeah, I don't know. This one, I'm not sure it is blatant enough, to be a civil rights thing. It seems, I think most of us agree it seems to be a bad arrest. But to make it a civil rights violation, it's got to be a little more, I don't know, either they racially profiled him or they in some way violated his Fourth Amendment, or they did it, if they did it because of the filming and violated his First Amendment. But I mean, to me, I think it would be a tough one to get a federal court to agree with, because they would want strong evidence before they. Now, if they would just make a federal thing and get rid of qualified immunity, which isn't going to happen in this administration. And qualified immunity was something that was like created by the court. There was a court case where they said, well, cops should have some immunity.
right.
It's not like it was ever, a law or anything.
Now, I wonder, and this is just me because obviously I don't live in New York. Is New York one of those states that you can where they like the cops can take you in and give you your charges and a notice to appear and let you go?
Like a
Or do
desk
you actually
appearance.
have to see a judge?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if like the desk sergeant or somebody can just give you a desk appearance ticket to come back, or although I imagine they do have, judges on duty 24 hours a day there. You'd have to figure, I mean, I would guess, unless he's got like a bunch of priors for violent acts or something, I would guess a judge would look at that and do an ROR. or if they did do a bond, you wouldn't think it would be very much, you know, because if he's being charged with an assault for that little bit of pepper spray, that, I can't see, it's not like it's a murder charge or something, but that's
Yeah.
just me,
Okay. New York does have cashless bail, that's what they called it bail reform.
Okay.
And basically what it is that New York's reform laws, have eliminated cash bail and expanded pretrial release for a variety of misdemeanor and felony charges.
Well, that's one thing that has to be reformed all over the country. You can't have a chart that says, say, second degree assault is a $100,000 bond. Even though, it sounds like if you did something like that, that it's fair, you're charging everybody the same, but it's not really. Because if the guy being charged is some executive who makes $20 million a year, $100,000 bond isn't that hard to come up with, you know. On the other hand, if the guy is just some, you know, store clerk, it's kind of hard to come up with, even the 10% that I think is the standard that bail bondsmen want.
Mm-hmm. And Kiwi, yes, they do classify mace as a weapon.
Yeah, I think it'd be classified as like a non-lethal weapon, right? Hello, Chris. That's the way I see it, Kiwi. Yeah, the one guy used it as a weapon, and David used it as self-defense. That would be the way I would look at it. And again, I think a big thing in the law is the fact that David kept backing away.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I encourage people to spread the word around on this. Go over to the original video and do likes and shares if you can. Oh, so that's all they told you is he was under arrest, but they didn't tell you the charge? Nah, I never really trusted Sergeant Campbell. And I do want to thank Stephanie for calling this to my attention today. Yeah, Kiwi, I don't think that's a good idea because, you know, I don't like Coke. So he was arrested by 28th precinct, but he's not being held at the 28th precinct.
Oh, he wasn't.
Oh, okay.
They don't have him, 28th precinct. So that makes you wonder, has anybody heard from him? Since, I mean, I wonder if it was the 28th precinct. What was that store's name? LOTZ, I believe. What's in New York? If I could spell York right. I think that's the name of that store, or whatever it was. Let's see.
And while Nikki's looking that up, I will repeat what I said this morning. I'm not planning on going live tonight. So pretend you didn't see me.
All right, West 38th Avenue is one street sign I see. So Midtown North Precinct. Okay. 2271. Two two seven one Frederick Douglass Boulevard.
I wasn't looking at the page, folks. No, Kiwi, I didn't get kicked off any panels. I was over on Finkel's channel. I left on my own. I put a note in chat whenever I left. I said I was leaving. I don't think they saw it though, because I heard Finkel go, "Where'd Muckster go to?"
Yeah.
And you know what? I've been polite, but let me just say, as soon as it started going from a Finkel program to an Izzy program is when I decided I was leaving anyway. Don't really like the shows that she does with these new friends of hers. Now she did object to me commenting in chat earlier, or was that last night that she?
That was last night.
Late last night.
Yeah.
It annoyed me when she said she didn't like Finkel's intro. Said it was the worst thing ever. And I loved that intro and outro he put together. So I was in chat and I said, well, hey, make your own. And she was like, you don't have to be here. Anyway. So I guess you could say there's a little tension, Kiwi. It's not like it's a war. Yeah, they certainly think so, Kiwi. That's one of the things I don't like is there seems to be a lot of those, as we call them in the biz, faux intellectuals. They like to try to talk like they're very deep and thoughtful.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, Kiwi, and that's what I got you for. You're my ego booster. And it's sad that's the best I can do, but you know. So did you find anything else you wanted to talk about, Nikki, or that was everything that you looked up?
I hate when I do that to myself. No, I'm not finding what exact precinct it is.
Hmm.
Because I do recall that they were saying different precincts. I'm trying to find like stores or street names or something.
Yeah, and I don't know that they necessarily have to take them to that precinct. I don't know. Could it be possible that like it might be the 28th, and they say take them to the 27th. They have more room or whatever.
Right.
I don't know. Okay, Stephanie got something.
Okay. Usually it doesn't take her that long to type.
Well, unless you tried to put something real long in there and it wouldn't go, so then you got to go back
Mm-hmm.
and cut some of it off of there. And where she fell asleep.
Hmm.
Uh, well, that might be the other guy then.
I got it. All right, 7 Carmine Street. Turn your camera. Okay.
Yeah, I was watching that too. I was about to say to her.
Okay.
You're up. You're talking.
All right. I got a hold of the 14th precinct, which was the other number I was originally given. The sergeant that answered the phone there told me, no, we don't have a David Butler here. The address you're giving us of that 2271-89 Frederick Douglass Boulevard is 28th precinct. I said, okay. That was the address that was listed, but this was the number that was given out when he was first arrested. So, no, we don't have any David Butler here. I said, well, he was pepper sprayed, and we're trying to find out some information. He says, oh, wait a minute. We had somebody brought in pepper sprayed. How long ago was it? I said, 3 hours. Yeah. So I gave the description of David. He says, yeah, the goatee, the beanie, the black jacket, all that. He says, but that's as far as I can give you as far as information. I can't give you his name or anything like that. So yeah, I understand, but can you give me the details on what it is to get him out and how long is he going to be in there? He says, well, this guy will be out in about an hour. So could be David, could be the other guy.
Okay.
But, you know, It is YouTube, so maybe David Butler is not his legal name.
Yeah.
Although that is the name he gave the officers, but
Right. Now, he was on Carmine Street. That's where that Joe's Pizza is, which is clear down in the 6th precinct. The 28th precinct is on the other side of Central Park. Does anybody know if he went past Central Park or?
I don't know because I wasn't watching. I got instantly notified through David's Discord that this had happened. I know when he was talking to the cop and he said, somebody comment what the timestamp is. I'm in the 28th precinct. So that's why I'm confused. But
Yeah.
he couldn't see and his eyes were swollen shut.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, the cop told me that given the circumstances, that whether this was David or this was the other guy, it'll be a sign and release type deal. They'll be out in an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that answers a little bit of questions.
I wouldn't be surprised then if somewhere around midnight or so that you might see him go live again. Unless they try to pull that crap where they say that his phone is evidence.
Right. Oh, it does look, now that I've gone back and looked, it does look like he was around Central Park. So.
Hello, Jetsmith. Okay, so Jet says if you get maced, they won't release you until you've been cleared from the hospital. Dale says that David was all over New York today. And how's your Christmas going, Stephanie?
She can't figure out how to unmute.
Hi.
So she's gonna drop. You should be able to just scroll
Yeah,
down.
she's there now.
I got it.
She,
I got it. I was afraid to hit the X button, but it was what I had to do. It was the X to close the chat and comment, so I'm good. I'm on my phone, so it's a whole lot different. It's good, Muckster. How's your day going?
Okay. I finally had a nap.
I wished I did.
I never slept last night. And I was just like up all day and I don't know what the deal was. Too much cocaine, maybe.
I've had too much coffee. My daughter sent me coffee and for Christmas, and I got into it today, and it's been yummy.
What kind she sent you?
Oh my goodness. You'll have to hold on a minute and I'll go tell you. Something I've never heard of before, but it was yummy.
By the
That's
way,
all
did you
right.
see Dave?
Squirrel, yeah. Stephanie loves squirrels. I'll have you know, you're not the only one who didn't sleep last night. But when he did finally crash, he woke up around 3 o'clock and swore it was tomorrow. He was frantic because the ham and stuff wasn't on yet, the pies weren't made yet, and I had just laid down, to take my afternoon nap and was asleep. And he come in, he grabbed my ankle, he goes, "Are you gonna get up and help me cook dinner?" What? Dinner's not started yet. And I said, "It's only 3 o'clock."
I hate those mornings.
Well, like you've often said, you didn't marry him for his brains.
Poor Mr. Nicky.
I figure when he crashed hard. And he thought he slept for, 27 hours.
Dale, I just read your comment about David feeding them squirrels. I absolutely love it when he goes to the park and feeds those squirrels. Nikki, they will come and crawl on his lap. He'll have 2 or 3 of them just surround him on the bench. It's so cute. In Muckster, that coffee is Black Rifle.
Ripple.
I've heard of that.
Oh,
She's-
No,
rifle.
Yeah,
rifle, yeah. Yeah.
she's stationed over there. She's stationed over there in Virginia Beach, and she said it was supposed to be some coffee from over there by her, but I'm not sure if that's where she got
Okay.
it from. But it was so good.
Okay, Black Rifle Coffee Company is based in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Okay, then it's not the same company.
Mm.
Apparently, she couldn't make it to the store. She was going to get it and send it to me in time.
Well, let me go to store locator.
I'll say, yeah, they might have a store over there, though, in Virginia Beach. Well, actually, she's Norfolk
Norfolk.
or Portsmouth. Portsmouth, however you want to pronounce it.
It's
She's in
Portsmouth.
the Navy. I'll never stop calling it Portsmouth because I like to give her a hard time about it because of the way it's spelled.
Hmm. There is a Black Rifle coffee shop, several of them in that area.
Okay.
I don't think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think coffee is grown anywhere in the continental U.S.
I don't think so.
I know Hawaii.
Yeah. Nikki's about to research on us. I would, but I don't dare push a button.
Yeah.
Not being on StreamYards, or y'all gonna laugh at me bouncing in and out.
Well,
No, it is not grown in the continental United States.
Yeah.
However, in the greater United States, it's Hawaii, Puerto Rico, and California. Wait a minute. Thought California was continental United States.
yeah, yeah.
Well, what's the difference between grown and commercially cultivated?
No idea. I mean, if they just said processed, you'd figure, okay, they imported to California and they, but cultivated. Okay, Nerdy says greenhouse as opposed to outdoors.
Okay.
It makes sense. And by the way, I'm on a PC. I could do Googling, but, you know, I'm lazy. Plus, it's what Nikki's good for.
You know, only talk to Nicky when he needs a favor. I had to put a cup in the stick.
Today was also the day David got his channel unlocked after being banned for a week. Apparently, he's been pissing some people off. Hello,
Yeah,
Justin D.
He's been on his backup channel and Rumble, Facebook. They shut him down for playing a video. I think it was a Trump video, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
And hello, Justin. Thank you for joining us.
Well, you know, Stephanie, since you've come up now, I could let you be the co-host over here.
No. You go, I go. This is not my cup of tea.
Well,
But I
I
didn't
should
wanna
hope not. Your daughter just spent all that money on coffee.
Right? I was just being too lazy to type out everything that I was told on the phone when I called for David, so I figured it'd be easier just to hop up.
It gets a little easier each time you do it too.
So you say?
No, it does.
I actually remember the first time I went up on a panel. Well, I guess no, not totally. First panel I probably went on was Finkel, and it, you know, was sort of like there was just a couple guys hanging out. But the first time I went up on, like, say, a real panel, a popular site. It took a little bit to like hit that link and go in there.
Yeah, well, my problem is hitting that back button to bounce myself out of here.
Yeah.
I've done
You
good
phone
tonight.
people.
I know. Keep your hands off the phone.
I am. That's why I told you I'm just gonna bounce out because I can't figure out how to get back to the little microphone. But that'd be the little X at the top, and it's not the little the X at the bottom takes me out.
And see, I don't know what it is on phones because don't do anything on my phone. And anybody who knows me knows I don't do anything on my phone. I hardly even text on my phone. You get the short 1 or 2 word answers.
No, really.
But
You know how
you
many
call
times
me.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, do you know how many times I thought you were upset with me because I got like 2-word replies? I'm like, damn, what I do now? Get you on the phone 2 hours later.
See, I send fairly long text, but sometimes they don't make any sense because I do all voice to text, and so you'll read it and it'll say, "I rode the watermelon into the," it's
Right. Justin D, the reason why we came on is because David did get arrested about 4 hours ago.
Can you show it again, Muckster?
Yeah, Muckster.
yeah.
Here, Dale, this is, or Justin, this is what happened. Maybe.
No, what the hell did it go
You
to that
clicked
for?
the wrong thing. Really don't want to see Sarah.
What's up with the
Yeah,
tomato?
What the hell am
David's
I'm like,
David's looking awfully pale tonight.
let's see.
What'd you do? Lose it?
No, I hit the full screen and I lost all my tabs and stuff. Couldn't come back here.
Oh.
Oh, what did that do? I thought I had the right thing running.
No.
God. Let's close some tabs and make it easier on my poor old self. I'm starting to feel very Finklish.
You've been hanging out with him too long. Yeah, that's it. Whoops. Go ahead and turn the volume up.
Don't get pushy.
Why you doing? Who are you? What's up, man?
Yeah, I'm a freaky boy. I'm a freaky boy. Keep your distance. Keep your distance, homie. Keep your distance. Keep your distance. Keep your distance. Keep your distance. You're not gonna do nothing. Keep your distance. Keep your distance. You came up to me. I'll break your jaw, homie. I'll break your fucking jaw. I'll break your jaw, homie. I'll break your jaw. All that talk for nothing.
Fuck out. Fucking with me, man.
fuck are you? Huh? Who the fuck are you, man?
Homie, you keep walking up to me, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you.
Go ahead,
I'm gonna slap the shit out of you, homie.
See, Dave was trying to retreat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Huh? Huh? Nah, you spray me in my face.
Yeah. See, right there, he did spray
He
him.
got him one, yeah.
Hello, walking shorts.
Was that the third or fourth time he got him,
That's the
Nikki?
third.
Okay.
And that was probably number 4, but he turned his back.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could hear what sounded like a fourth spray.
He sprayed me in my face, everything on camera.
Look, there he is, right there behind her.
Yeah, everything is on camera. He sprayed me in my face. He sprayed me in my face. Everything is on camera. Yeah.
And look, he's just walking around. That
Yeah.
that jackwad.
You can't do that.
Right.
He saw I can't just keep doing the video. It's so this is the protocol. Like somebody gets pepper sprayed. They tell you they got pepper sprayed. They tell you they was telling the person to keep their distance. You see on the video the person walking back. So I'm not a threat, and I get pepper sprayed walking back from an individual, and you guys need a supervisor in order to.
It's very simple. The protocol is we conduct an investigation.
Right.
We're not helping too much in that investigation.
But here, let me put my gloves on because we're gonna arrest you.
That's why I thought inside. All right, give it a second.
Your name's Luke? Luke A? People are gonna know you for this behavior, bro. Luke behave like this. '28th Precinct, December 22nd. Also served field training. 25th Precinct services. Started December 2021. Made $89,000 last year. Come on, sir. Be a better officer. You guys just had a guy get it. He had to resign for sexual misconduct. You guys got to do a better job. You're looking bad out here. I do the right thing. I retreat, and then you guys. Yeah, sir.
Tell me what happened when you put the camera down.
There. Tell me what happened when you put the camera down.
This is why, like, the whole Daniel Penny thing was a thing. When you get attacked in New York, cops are supposed to be there to protect you. I got attacked. Not only am I telling you I got attacked, but I showed you a video of me trying to keep my distance from a guy, and a guy going in his pocket and me camming down. What are you reaching for in your pocket?
Right.
So what more am I supposed to do as a civilian in society to avoid a situation? I got a camera. Sir, what are you doing? I don't know you. Why are you talking to me? Keep your distance. You and Stryker, just keep your distance. The dude, I'm retreating. I showed you a video and he pepper sprays me. What more do you need? This is why what is his name? Luigi, he was in Pennsylvania. You guys were still looking for him in the bus stations. Like, come on. Say everything's on camera. I showed you.
Right. Except for that one crucial moment that I was asking about. You still can't.
Listen, I'm pressing charges regardless. You're not talking me out of it.
I'm not talking you out of anything. I'm asking you a very simple question.
I got assaulted, sir. I just showed you the camera footage. And you guys have cameras up there.
You said the same thing. You got assaulted too.
Oh, okay. Dude, you're like a NPC. You keep saying the same thing. I just told 10 people what happened.
Right.
I was recording the police on their phone. A guy came behind me. I recorded him standing behind me. for good reason. He had a weapon in his pocket.
Were you maced?
Yes.
You have pain?
Yes.
You want to press charges?
Yes. He keeps saying that. I don't know why he just keeps saying the same thing.
That's the guy told me.
What's his name and his badge number, guy? This guy's bugging out. 3511 Raham. If he got maced, why did he get maced?
All right, can you put your phone away for me?
I'm under arrest?
Yeah.
All right.
And that's the way it is.
Stephanie, you're muted
And-
if you were trying to say anything.
And Justin D, I will say it. You have a
No.
valid argument to say that maybe there were some fighting words. I saw them mostly though as him saying, "If you come closer, I will hit you." So it's not quite the same, but like was saying earlier, I can see the other guy trying to make an argument at that point, but yep, she did it.
Yep.
But the later on point, when the guy comes back outside and pursues him, that's total. The other guy was totally the aggressor, and I don't see how any court would stand with him after that because, you know, even if you could make it look like David was the original aggressor, which he wasn't, once contact was broken off and the other guy had run to safety, if that's what he'd be trying to say, coming back, that makes him the aggressor.
Mm-hmm. And hello, end all immunity.
Yeah. I thought that was the other Dale.
No. So, yeah, New York City. Because I have a feeling that it was David, obviously, who got arrested. And I think it was David that Stephanie got the information on. Because I do think that the other guy was undercover.
And if so, I'm calling entrapment.
Mm-hmm. The
And
the
again,
only
I'll
reason
repeat,
why I say that is because he went in, he checked in with the officer inside, and then he comes out and keeps escalating it. And then when the officers show up, they're not worried about the aggressor. They're worried about talking to David.
yeah, even when that guy was standing there talking shit, neither of those cops was paying any attention to him.
Right. And yes, nerdy, I know. Conspiracy theory. Sorry.
I wanted to repeat what I said earlier on, in case some of the people weren't here. You're perfectly welcome to have an opposing viewpoint. We won't jump on you for it. Well, I won't. You never know what Nikki's going to do.
Oh my. Here we go. just because I'm the bitch. Dale, that's a good question. If someone asked David why he got arrested, how would David reply? I don't know how David would reply, but I know if it was me in that situation, I would probably say because obviously New York City cops don't like me for some unknown reason. Probably because I have a camera that catches them in doing all the wrong.
And yeah, Stephanie's putting the links out there. If you do want to sub, if you happen to be on the Just Muckster channel right now, you you'd probably want to more sub to the chat and play because that's where we have our discussions. I'm just sending to 2 channels today.
And the other channel that she put links up to, it's We Will Hear You. That is
Okay.
a channel that anybody is welcome to come up and tell any part of their story, how they know it. And, we let you tell your story if you want to get it out. That's what the We Will Hear You is about.
Yeah, we kind of call it interviews for lack of a better word, but they're not really. It's just you sit there with Nikki and you tell her your story, your truth. You know, we've had a couple of interesting ones. If you go over and check them out. But yeah, we're always looking for new people. Pretty much everybody has something that other people would find interesting.
Yep. Our next guest is on January 5th, and that's Mr. Carey. And I haven't told you yet, so you're hearing it for the first time. I have confirmed on January
January
12th
12th.
is Nate the Great. And I don't know how many people here go to Culture Club USA, but Nate the Great is one of her mods.
I'm going to mention to someone about the 19th, if you're available for the 19th.
Yes.
By the way, while we're promoting stuff, we don't have any date or anything, but me and our buddy Finkel are planning sometime after the beginning of the year to do a panel on addiction and recovery. That'll actually be on Finkel's channel. And as we get a date, I'll be promoting it over here and stuff. So if you're not subscribed to Finkel, you can see it then. But we are just hoping to have a good discussion with people who maybe have had addiction problems or somebody in their family, or if any insight you have into it. I will be lightly moderating it. We'll do it through our StreamYard here. but it'll be on Finkel's YouTube channel. But be watching for that. I think it'll be an interesting one. And feel free to plan on joining in that day if you think you can add to the discussion. Also, while we're promoting our friend Nerdy, every I believe is it Thursday nights Nerdy every Thursday night at 10:45 Eastern time, which is I think 2 in the afternoon where she lives. She does her weekly polar bear wrestling, where she'll just go out in her yard and wave some raw hamburger around till one of the bears comes in, and she wrestles them until the polar bear gives up. And it's a very interesting show if you're into that kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't think she heard you because she didn't have any comment to make. Oh, it's called Bears in Headlocks.
There you go. Yeah. I'll tell you, you have to be really limber to get a polar bear into a full Nelson. Not to be confused with a Major Nelson, which was the name of the guy on I Dream of Jeannie. I think maybe I didn't get enough sleep.
You think?
Well, if you live in the civilized part of the world, in about 54 minutes, it will officially be Christmas. I guess I better get out of here if I'm going to go to midnight mass, huh? I used to do that for a number of years, by the way. And I would much rather the Catholic tradition of the midnight mass for Christmas than to be in one of those crazy Protestant churches where they do the sunrise service for Easter. You guys gonna watch, dude? Let's see.
Well, Stephanie, you're quite welcome. We're just a small little channel that really doesn't have a lot of reach, but thank you for bringing it to our attention. Justin D., have a great night.
I did tag the Vigilance Committee on my video. That seemed like something he might also like to spread the word on.
Yeah.
I was thinking before, I think it'd be funny if the police try to play games with like losing his phone or accidentally deleting his video if they don't realize he went live the whole time and it's already out there.
Right.
And I know there's at least one person that has it downloaded to their hard drive. Ooh,
Are you telling on yourself again? Dale, you're quite welcome. Um, yeah.
you too, Dale. Have a good Christmas. Thanks for stopping in. I think actually, unless you've got other things to talk about, we might as well say goodnight, don't you think, Nikki?
Yeah. Like Muckster said, guys, if you really want to see more of us, um, come over to chat and play. It's just pretty much we just sit and talk. It's, like a coffee house. Come in.
Yeah, we will sometimes start off with a subject, but mostly, I mean, we are, Nikki said, we're a small channel. We have a small regular group that comes in, and it's mostly just a relaxed thing of sitting and joking with each other and that. So, hey, maybe if you want to break in between all those shit shows out there that where people just like to yell at each other and that, feel free to come around. By the way, Nikki, I did want to talk to you off stage just briefly too, so don't
Okay.
run away.
All right.
I told both sergeants we all watched it live. Yeah.
Okay. Well, at least they know that we all watched it
Yeah.
live. That's a good thing.
And again, thanks everybody for stopping in. I always do appreciate it. And have a very Merry Christmas tomorrow.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
And that's the way it is.